actually could give a damn.
Do you remember back in the day when, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember there was a time where Sam would actually be trying to convince us to do the videos with him.
Yeah, I know. Now he's a lazy bastard.
Me and you would be like, well, a bit knackered after college or whatever. Come on, do video, lads. Come on, boys. One time where I wasn't able to do a hoedown, and you wanted to do it without me, and you kept on making all those silly sounds to stop him from doing the recording. And now it's just like
it's the complete reverse.
Yeah, it is now.
I've got an old.
Hello to the 0 viewers we've got.
Hello.
0 viewers. Welcome to a random stream that me, Anderson9132, and whatever Sam's account is nowadays is doing at the moment. Which one is it? It's now.
Lick my ball bag.
Is that what it's called? Okay, so we've got Masterath here, we've got Anderson9132, and we've got Lick My Ball Bag. Subscribe to Lick My Ball. Is there actually? I'm going to check this now. YouTube.com/Lick My Ball Bag.
Yeah, it is. It's a family-friendly channel that specializes in helping kids realize what the pressures are in growing up in a real-life world environments. So,
bullshit.
For example, it's more about drugs.
Nope. Lick My Ball Bag does not exist as a YouTube name.
Well,
it does now.
You've now just created the account, or someone's going to create the account. If I was actually PewDiePie, which I'm not, and this stream had like 20 million people in it, which it doesn't. It has none.
Well,
literally none.
It's because very little people actually
like you. Yeah, I know.
Very few people who like PewDiePie actually have brains, so it's understandable that there's a lot of people.
Controversy. First 2 minutes in.
Well, it's just like, I mean, a lot of the percentage of the world doesn't have brains, and obviously 20,000 of them are PewDiePie fans. So
20,000? It's more than that.
Well, yeah, fine. How many?
30 million.
30 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
You didn't know that? Yeah, there's loads.
No, I mean, I knew he was the #1 subscribed channel, but I didn't know he was bloody. I think the thing is, PewDiePie kept up with anyway, because he was like popular before I found out who he was. And then next thing I know, 6 months later, he's all of a sudden the most subscribed YouTube channel. I was like, well, what?
Yeah.
Like, it tends to get to a point where you get so popular that you just get passed around by word of mouth, and then you just keep growing and growing and growing, and that's the point where he's at now.
I'm Spray Willie Johnson being #1.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was.
Who's in the top 10 now? Who's in the top 10 YouTubers now?
Oh, have a look, shall we?
Yeah, let's go have a look.
When it glows.
Yeah.
I can check that for you. If you take out Vivo channels because they suck.
Yeah, don't count Vivo channels.
Right, top 10 YouTubers. Actually, let's do a bit more than that.
Top 20.
No, top most subscribed it'd be, wouldn't it? They've even got top like 50 Instagram accounts.
Oh, really?
What the hell?
Fuck's sake.
I don't care. Like,
who cares about Instagram?
That is a joke. That is a joke, surely.
No, it's
like, I'm all for people having Instagram accounts, sure, but fucking statistics on the most subscribed, there's no need for that.
Yeah.
Oh, this world shit.
Oh, it is. Still no one. In time. We'll get there.
It's because you didn't tell anyone, Chris. God damn it. It's all your fault.
I don't spam much. By the way, subscribe to Masterath the Gaming, because that's where I am now right now.
Masterath the Gaming.
The game. No, it's just gaming, but the gaming might be the next one.
Wow.
Do you know, according to the views of what PewDiePie gets, his estimated monthly earnings is between 100,000 and 800,000?
Wouldn't surprise me.
That is just stupidly crazy.
Yes.
It's kind of mental, really, isn't it? How much is available these days from YouTube. All
right, top 50 most subscribed then. At #1, if you count all the YouTube channels and Vivos, is PewDiePie with 31.5 million.
31 million.
31.5.
31,558,000.
I got 562. Yeah.
Jesus.
Second place is Holosoy German.
What?
Who the hell is that?
I don't know either. I think it's sort of like the main like sort of German account or whatever, but that's actually
To YouTube. I remember when it was like, whatever his name was, Niga Higa.
Niga Higa, Ryan Higa.
Sorry, immature level.
Yeah. That's racist immature level, that is.
Yeah, that's why I said Niga.
Yeah. And there's yeah, so they've got like 19,600,000. Then it's Smosh.
Oh wow, Smosh has gone down to third.
Yeah, 19 million.
Smosh are awful, so.
Then it's Jenna Marbles with 14 million.
The fuck is Jenna Marbles?
You don't know who Jenna Marbles is?
No. Is that Miss Marbles' daughter or something? Who the fuck is Jenna Marbles?
Come on, Anderson, you're better than this.
Even
I've heard of Jenna Marbles.
No,
she's the girl equivalent of I don't know, who would you describe her as, Chris? A girl equivalent of?
I don't blame her, but if you type her name into Google, you'd probably get a bunch of a bloody.
She's very similar. I actually appeared with Tabuscus a few times.
No, that was that
funny?
Yeah, well.
Or is that stuff entertaining?
That's just relatively entertaining.
I know. Isn't she the ones that did like a video about like what type of what type of bra says about you?
I believe so. Yeah.
You know, and I gotta admit, for a man who doesn't wear a bra, that was actually quite entertaining. There were tits involved.
Oh, okay, I'm instant viewer.
Instant viewer, right. then it's Niga Higa with 13 million.
That's number 5, yeah?
Yeah. Then Machinima with 11.9.
You can't really count that. That's a company.
All right, then Epic Rap Battles after that with 11.
Fair enough.
Then Ray William Johnson with 10.7.
Wow.
Mostly because obviously he's left equals 3 to someone who's really not funny.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. I mean, I don't get why people love him. I think he's awful.
He's not fun. He's trying too hard to be Ray.
And he's too bland at the same time.
Yeah.
How can you try to be someone so hard and yet be so bland at the
See,
same
now,
time?
get me in there. I'm a midget. I got a bit of a beard, and I'm entertaining his crud. Get me in there. I can even take the piss out of Britain. I do normally. Get me in there. Put it now, folks. Masterath is next equals 3 host. Get it done. For the no viewers, we've still only got none. All right, next up, 10.5 million. Sky does Minecraft.
Fair enough.
God, really? A Minecraft account?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Minecraft accounts. I mean,
well, I don't say there's a lot wrong with it.
There's a lot of them.
Ridiculously overpopulated the internet.
Which is why they've got so many bloody subscribers on a lot of them.
Yeah. It's a popular game. Like,
Then it's the Fine Brothers. Fair enough.
Fine Bros, yeah.
10.4 million. Fair enough. Fine Brothers is good. It's fun to watch.
Kids react to.
Kids react to, adults react to, YouTubers react to, sort of thing, you know. It's just like a combination of going down memory lane and just sort of seeing how people go with it, you know. But it is, in my opinion, a way for big YouTubers to already get even more subscribers than they already have by just turning up on the show. You know, it's sort of thing. Anyway, then below that is Justin Bieber Vivo. Fuck that.
Yeah, Vivo doesn't count.
The Ellen Show. Fuck that too.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yep. Then Vanos Gaming after that. 9.2 million. Porta dos Fundos.
It's Spanish, dude.
9.1 million. Where have these people come from that I've never even heard of?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I mean, next one after that is Wherever Tomorrow, which I've never heard of. Then it's Skrillex. Freaking Skrillex.
Skrillex, why?
Then we got...
Why is Skrillex popular?
How is...
He's deranged Ozzy Osbourne. He looks like the love child of freaking Jack bloody... Captain Jack Sparrow and fucking Ozzy Osbourne on the drunk night. I mean, honestly, he's useless. I hate Skrillex.
Then we got Taylor Swift Vivo. Yeah.
Vivo doesn't count. I fucking hate Taylor Swift, by the way.
A lot of the Vivo. The Syndicate project after that.
I like Syndicate. Syndicate's good.
And then Captain Sparkles with his Minecraft stuff.
Oh, good.
And then
Late 16 makeup.
the original Vivo account only has 7 million.
Really?
The highest Vivo account is Rihanna Vivo with 14. One Direction also with 14. And it's Katy Perry and Eminem.
Oh, Eminem's fair enough. All the others just wank.
Oh no, Eminem's wank as well.
Nah, he's alright.
Oh, I mean, he's wrong. He's probably a nice guy. I just don't really like his music because it's wrong.
Then we got Bruno Mars, who doesn't have a Vivo account. Psy, that also doesn't have a Vivo account. Then Lewis of the Yogs cast. Nice. And then KSI.
Oh no. Well, I like KSI, but he's not as good as he used to be anymore.
He's still pretty. I think his problem is because he's very inconsistent now.
Yeah, I mean, I used to find his stuff really, 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 really funny, and recently I've just been finding him not all that funny.
True. He's lost his way a little bit, but I'm sure he'll be back at some point. You know, these things go in cycles. You get lulls of creativity.
Right now, I just want to mention this. Right, speaking of KSI, right now, I've seen a lot of his videos, and they're FIFA related. So probably, well, a lot of them are FIFA related, but so things I probably wouldn't be interested in. But then there's this Ice Bucket Challenge where him, being a black man, decides to put some fried chicken in it. The pieces of chicken didn't work. That was great, right? KSI is great. W2S is one of the most annoying freaking YouTubers in the world.
You don't like Road to Show?
No!
W2S, who's that?
Think of KSI, but white. That's all it is. That's all it is. Right? KSI, but white. He sits on a chair. He does pack openings. He goes crazy because of pack openings. And if it goes wrong, he breaks his chair. Where have you heard that before?
I like Road to Show.
You're a dick, mate. You have literally, if you had any man credit, you have literally just lost it.
No, man, I like Road to Show. Fuck you.
I mean, you like Terror Hurts, so I mean, you just automatically lose.
Yeah, you think Bit Off is crap, so...
Bit Off is crap, it was shit. It did nothing.
Oh yeah, but Killer Hurts did something, didn't it? No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
No, I said Terror Hurts. It's like, they didn't make the fire away.
Fucking anally rape Killer Hurts.
Can we keep rape out of the stream? We're not... Can we keep rape out of the stream? We're not PewDiePie.
No, true, sorry.
Answer me one question.
What?
Bit Off, did it ever actually do anything good in competitive series or not?
Well, let's see. It made it through the Series 25 and Series 2.
And we're already on to Robot Wars. How far are we in?
Sam, you have to admit it unluckily lost in Series 3.
It was unlucky in Series. So was Killer Hurts.
Killer Hurts was not unlucky. They tried for the fucking pit. Come on.
It was unlucky.
In Series 4, they were relatively unlucky as well because in fact, every series they all kept competing. They were unlucky.
Nah, they weren't. Okay, Series 3, they should have been concentrating more.
No, all right, no, I'm sorry, right? You cannot fucking say that because you are one of the people who believes that Berserk 2 should have won its magic and was it? And I was pissed off because of the spike.
Yeah, okay, no.
Oh no!
Berserk 2 would have won if they'd actually bothered to comment. I admit they probably would have. They probably should have won, but they didn't because they made a mistake.
The thing is, Sam, they were so high up in the air, and the freaking spike is such a small thing. I mean, literally, right, the hole for it was about an inch in diameter. How the hell are you to see that when you're freaking 10 feet in the air and it's on the further side of the arena?
True.
You're not going to be able to see it, are you? So that's why Series 4 it was unlucky because its gear slipped out of place, which meant it could barely move towards the end, so it was just easy to flip around. Series 5 got owned, I'll admit that. Series 5 got dominated.
Yeah.
In fact, if anything, Series 5 was lucky to get past the first month.
Yeah, well, you have a bit more still.
Series 6 was unlucky against the fight have to go up against Bigger Brother. You have to admit that.
It was an unlucky draw, but I still think, Disco Inferno destroyed it in the first round.
Yeah, it was sort of lucky in the first round. And then Series 7, come on, I mean, you know, Mute lands on it and it gets stuck in forward, that's unlucky.
Yeah,
That is really unlucky.
they were lucky, but it was so overrated. It pissed me off that they got the challenge belt first because it was just so shit. Like, what had it done to warrant getting the challenge belt?
It was better than Masterath.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. When it comes to challenge belts, you got to put it this way: if they'd given it to like Chaos 2, then that would have been boring, to be honest.
Yeah. So they gave it to a mediocre robot.
They gave it to a mediocre robot that altered and.
Yeah, gave it a chance to probably change hands in the future.
Yeah.
I mean, if they gave it to someone like Hypnodisc or Razor, as well, it's probably like Hypnodisc in Extreme was shit.
Not in that series. In that series, it probably would have done all right.
Well, in Extreme, you see it in the Annihilator, it's crap.
You see it against Ming and Wheelie Big Cheese.
Well, yeah, okay, but every other match he was in, it was bollocks, all right? Let's put it this way, right? Okay.
Your face is bollocks.
No, let's look at it this way, Chris, right? Okay, against Ming and Wheelie Big Cheese, yeah, lots of destruction, fair enough.
Doesn't that go down as one of your best?
A rock made out of carbon.
Doesn't that go down as one of your favourite matches?
I believe Hypnodisc only actually won one fight in the entirety of Extreme.
Which meant the challenge belt would have been changed.
Won the first 2 matches of the Annihilator as well.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, no, it didn't win. It just kind of sat back and just.
Okay, it made it through.
There was shit, honestly, in Extreme.
Hypnodisc, sorry again, by the way, in the All Stars. Hypnodisc was really shit in Extreme 1. You have to admit that.
It was, but it still would have been good as a challenge belt holder.
It kind of signaled the beginning of the end, didn't it? Really.
Yeah.
It'd been good as a challenge belt because it probably would have won like one match and then lost it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that. And also,
it would have been someone like Nasty Warrior would have won the fucking challenge belt. Could you imagine that?
Really, mate? No. That's going too far, and you know it.
Damn it, it could have done.
No, it wouldn't have done.
There was a robot that it fought in the Wildcard Warriors tournament called TX 108, I think. And it was an untelevised match, but it was the only Wildcard Warrior match where the newcomer beat the veterans because it just drove around and broke down after 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then lost.
Sounds right.
Because Hypnodisc was shat after Series 4.
Yeah, but saying that Nasty Warrior can beat Hypnodisc is like saying that Crasher Nasher can beat Chaos 2.
But Nasty Warrior did beat Hypnodisc. And there was a Germany versus England special.
Yeah, once.
Yeah, once is enough.
Anyway, we know Germany, anything made by Germans is as tough built as old boots anyway.
Well, not that, it was made of fucking carbon.
Very tough carbon.
It was made out of wood, and it fucking beat Hypnodisc.
Because it's wood, mate.
Do you think if Hypnodisc would have against Brutus Maximus?
Yes, it would have lost to Brutus Maximus. I'm sorry. Do I feel like this entire stream is just going to be you taking the piss out of Hypnodisc? Because, you know, I do have the capabilities to hang you both up.
All right, go on. Take the piss out of one of my favourites.
Firestorm's
taking the piss out of.
No, because we can't take the piss out of Firestorm, really, can we? Apart from the fact that it's got been owned by Razor as many times as I can count.
Yeah, that is a bit upsetting. That my least favourite robot has owned my favourite robot countless times. Apart from in Series 5 Grand Final, that was a close fight.
And still lost.
Yeah,
it was a close fight. It was a close fight. It was a very close fight, but it still lost.
Okay, fair enough. I can admit that.
And Firestorm Hypnodisc, I believe, one hit.
Yeah, but what happened in the
Firestorm Hypnodisc, one hit, suck dick, dead.
Yeah, but what happened in the oh, that was right in the playoffs of Series 5. Oh yeah, Firestorm beat him, didn't he? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the match that didn't matter.
Well, it did.
Well, not really. Oh, you finished third. Who gives a shit?
In Extreme, actually, yeah, there you go. He didn't even win a match in Extreme 2.
By the time Extreme 2 came along, it was terrible.
Honestly, after Series 5/Extreme 1, it was wank.
Yeah. Series 6, it was. I mean, let's put it this way: Series 6, its first round match was all right, but it was against 3 crap robots. Well, 2 crap robots and a plastic robot. Bulldog really barely didn't do. Same could be said to Barbarous. And they got beaten by Tornado, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, Tornado. Tornado. Like as much as you hate Tornado, it was very effective.
Oh yeah,
I hate Tornado.
Yeah, it's like Razor. I hate Razor with a passion, but it was effective. I respect it for that. I give it huge props. It was a great Bro.
But in the words of Walkie, just gonna say is put 2 holes in a robot and then 1 on judge's decision. What's that about?
Well, it was boring.
And Tough as Nails isn't. Don't you get me on that?
At least Tough as Nails matches were quicker and had good pace behind them.
No, they were quick, as in it's all pick him up, put him in the pit. That's it. No, that is not how it's supposed to be played.
Yeah, that's a great pace.
Okay, let's see how many matches did it do that? 3 matches it did that.
How many matches was it in?
4.
And it's the world champion.
So the only one it couldn't do that was the match it lost in.
Yes.
No. He did it to Disco Inferno. Second round battle, one judge's decision.
Oh, judge's decision. Wow.
Oh, does it remind me of someone? Razor. Yeah.
Yeah, but at least you're not listening, right?
Neither are you.
Isn't Razor? Hang on. Can I just ask, right? Isn't Razor like the robot that won the title that had the most judges' decisions to actually win the title?
Isn't this sort of like if Razor didn't put it in the pit, it would win by judge's decision?
Yeah, basically, because it could never finish his opponents off. So
there you go, then.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, right?
There is no difference.
That's not why I hate Razor. The thing is, right? That is an excuse for me to call Razor overrated. Is because everyone said it was the most destructive or whatever, yet it always had to rely on the judges. That's what my problem is for that. But when it comes to Tough as Nails, no one turns around and says it's the most destructive robot ever.
Why should the fan reaction make a robot good or bad for? Or annoying or crap?
Make a robot good or bad, Chris?
Why should what?
Why should the robot's team make a robot good or bad? You're the one who hates Dan Tom Kier because of the driver.
whereas it's actually a great.
I do believe I did say in that video that it was the team as well. So if it was for the fact that I just said robots and then mentioned it, then yes.
That's what I'm saying. I don't count the team as the robots.
But if you put it this way, then let's say I hate Dan Tom Kier the same way you hate Razor for it being so overrated for.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's why I don't like Dan Tom Kier. It's overrated and it got boring.
Look, shit. And what was it? Pretty much what? A reverse hinge, an ordinary hinged Firestorm.
Yes.
Let's be honest here. Only Firestorm was a lot better. And a lot better controlled.
Obviously, it owned it in the All-Stars.
Yeah, and a lot better controlled.
The reason why I don't find Tough as Nails boring is because it did, to be fair, have a couple of close fights. Like
no damage.
To a degree. I enjoyed
no damage.
Me too. One.
Yeah, that was a great match.
Yeah, I also enjoyed this match against Robo Chicken. I thought that was a pretty good fight.
It did no damage. No damage. All it did was push and pit. And at least when it came to things like, even when it came to Tornado or Storm, they would at least push it.
I just said, okay, all the Tough as Nails matches, let's see. It fought in 1 Dutch Robot Wars match, so that's 1. It fought in 4 Robot Wars main championship matches, so that's 5.
3 of them were supposed to be pushing.
3 matches on the web, so it fought 8 matches, only 3 of them it pushed Robot in the pit. And also, no, that is...
and the other 5 it won on the judges' decisions. Or lost.
No, or
lost. Did it? Yeah, but did it ever finish an opponent off? No.
Did it actually KO anything?
No. That. But I'm not saying that this is right. That doesn't mean it. I enjoyed some of his matches. That's the reason why I don't think it's boring. Because I actually enjoyed some of his matches. You
enjoyed it because there was no knockout and it ended on a judge's decision.
Well, it's a close fight.
Such entertainment.
Such entertainment. I might as well just watch Passido Flamingo.
You know, thing is, guys, I'm more of a fan of close back and forth matches. So if it goes, for example,
how can you back and forth if just someone's grabbing the other opponent for 3 minutes?
You see this match against Robo Chicken? It was a good.
I fell asleep halfway through it, and I woke up crying because Robo Chicken didn't win.
It was a good fourth match.
It should have won.
I was crying the Robo Chicken didn't win because I forgot to say I got this boring piece of shit in the next round.
So you don't even listen, do you?
Neither do you!
What's your favourite matches, by the way? when it comes to Robot Wars.
It was just, sorry, Chaos 2 Wild Thing.
Yeah, we've always said Chaos 2 Wild Thing.
Like, oh, well, look at that. No robots got damaged and it went to a judge's decision.
That was...
saying that is a reason to dislike a robot. You're turning around and saying,
all I can say is, how can Wild Thing damage a robot when the blade did pretty much jack shit? Let's be honest here.
It has a flipper.
Yeah, and has a flipper. Chaos 2 has a flipper as well, but with the shape of Wild Thing, it wasn't able to damage it as much as it could against things like Stormgrade or Indefatigable or something like that. You know.
Matches that go to a judge's decision are boring. That is literally what you just plastered me with for 5 minutes.
I said, no, you're once again, as usual, Woggy, taking things out of context just to work with your idea. The fact is that if... Let me think about this one.
Use your words, Chris. Come on.
Wait for my words. Oh, we got an extra viewer. We got a viewer who's waiting for us to complain. Hello, viewer.
Hello, viewer.
We have a viewer who's watching us complain or listening to us complain of the fact of Woggy thinks that Tough as Nails is not boring. And that some of his matches were actually entertaining, while Razor's are boring.
They are boring.
But how?
Oh,
Look, no, right. I see that Razor's matches can be boring. Yes.
Actually, hang on. No,
How's Tough as Nails is not as boring, if not more.
Let me explain. Just shush a minute. Okay?
I've been shushing for 5 minutes.
Instead, not every single Razor match is boring. I take that back. There have been a couple of exciting Razor matches. For example, both of his matches against Behemoth were quite good ones.
Yeah,
especially the All Stars in Extreme 1. That was a great match.
Both matches against Pussycat as well.
Its match against Tornado in the Series 6 Grand Final was good. His matches against Pussycat were good. Thank you, Sam, for reminding me of those ones. And of course, it's my favourite match is Razor versus Firestorm Series 5 Grand Final. So not every Razor match is boring.
While every Tough as Nails match is boring.
Wait, let me finish. And the reason why I don't find every Tough as Nails match boring is just because, I mean, there was some that were boring. Yeah, I mean, for example, this first round match was pretty crap.
Grab pit.
I wasn't really a massive fan of his match against Panic Attack, if I'm honest.
Well, that's a quarter of its matches already boring, then, isn't it?
To be fair, okay.
Well, how is it 2 out of 8?
How? Wait. Did you say how is 2 out of 8? Oh.
As much as Panic Attack is an interesting one, and it was good.
It was way after its time by the time Series 7 came along.
Boring as well.
By the time Series 7 came along, Panic Attack was never going to do anything good.
Actually, yeah, there's a thing for you. Panic Attack did practically the same thing.
Yeah, Panic Attack is boring.
Okay, fair enough.
There is no way that anyone's ever going to go, oh, Panic Attack was really entertaining. No, Panic Attack was boring.
In Series 3, in Series...
The fight against Mortis in the War of Independence was a great fight, if you ask me.
Yeah, but that's because it was against Mortis.
Yes, true. And a couple of other good ones, which I can't actually remember right now.
You'll be furiously looking at the Panic Attack archives going, well, oh god, there's only one!
Yeah.
Panic Attack, in my opinion, is another overrated robot. You know, a lot of people said that Panic Attack is like, one of the best robots ever. It's like, it's not. You know, it's not. It won one series.
It was really consistent, though.
It was consistent, yes, but it was up against shit.
And it was probably the weakest champion.
Yeah, when was the last time that you saw Panic Attack in a heat with a viable contender?
Well, I say the weakest champion, apart from Typhoon 2, that relied on the producers to.
Yeah, fucking. Don't get started on Typhoon 2. No. No, we're too late. We're too early for that one. We're too early for Typhoon 2.
To be fair, Typhoon 2, it's not really their fault that happened. Sorry, but they started on the producer's bias. But going back to Top of the Nail, just one last quick time. The reason I only really actually.
Do we have to go back on that?
Matches of it I found entertaining. Sorry, and that was its match against Storm 2. Well, Storm 2. And its match against Bulldog Breed because it's Bulldog Breed. And to be fair, I mean, you probably didn't enjoy the match between the two of them, but I thought that Rover Chicken versus Top of the Nails was quite a close fight, and I like close matches.
So, 2 of the matches you like about Tough as Nails lost.
Yes.
I like those 2 because there was actually something different. You know, the fact that it wasn't push pit, the opponent actually fought back.
Well, and you should like Robo Chicken versus Tough as Nails because that's exactly what happened.
Oh, okay. So if you take in Tough as Nails' victories, one of them's entertaining.
Yeah.
Which
Probably
means
better,
that 5 of them are shit.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That makes it boring then. I mean, you've just said like 5 Razor matches that you liked.
Yeah, but when you consider the amount of matches he's been in.
Well, yeah, but it's
Been
still
in 40+ matches, mate.
Yeah, well, if you add in like, there's got to be like another match somewhere at some point that was funny. Probably something like against like Millie Ambug or something. That's hilarious.
That was hilarious.
I didn't enjoy it.
How do you not enjoy it? It pulled its legs off.
It was
On its wheels, and second, you idiot, and second, boring.
It was boring that it took. So you don't like these one-sided matches. So you did not like Hypnotist versus Robogeddon.
No.
You actually did. You are a complete turd.
No, actually, I will admit I did like that, but that was just because it was more due to the fact that it was because it hadn't been seen before. Yeah. And I'm not saying I don't like all one-sided matches. I'm not saying that at all. It's just I'm saying I prefer.
If that's the case, then
look at my top 25 Robot Wars battles list.
Watch it now on Robot Wars Wiki. You can see that.
Yeah, you won't see Robot Wars. You won't see Hypnodisc versus Splinter or Hypnodisc Robogeddon on there, not even in the honorable mentions. And that's just because whilst they are good fights and I do enjoy them.
Yeah, but the people on the Robot Wars, the people on the Robot Wars Wiki have no lives.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, here we go. I know. I think one of them messaged me because I used like a photo for my Rotos I hate, and they were going, "Oh, I'm not happy that you've used it in this context." I'm there going, "Fuck off, bitch."
Oh, that was probably Gandalf. Yeah,
fuck you, bitch. It's sort of like.
I will admit, I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. Some of the people on there are really nice to talk to and they're really cool, but there are others that are very irritating.
As in with every sort of community.
Yeah, they are typical.
Family Dots community. Oh, cool! Sorry.
Well, it's not like you would have to make a Family Robot Wars series for that to actually...
That's true, yeah.
Firing shots there, Anderson, nice.
Shots fired! Kill the bold one. Frieza did it!
Oh, I hate it.
We're not reigniting the feud with Hakul, damn it. We're not doing that.
Nah, no point, is there?
There is no point. There's no point. Just randomly bulk dislike his videos every 6 months.
He's just, What? Did you really do that?
Am I the only one that's been doing that all this time? I'm sorry, no, I just randomly see like every 2 months or whatever, like a random dislike, and I go, oh god, what country is that from? Malaysia. And I think, right, well, here we go. I've got a night of this. Click, 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 click. I've probably given him like 150,000 of his 300,000 views he was bitching about 3 years ago. But by the way, no one cares about Still.
Yeah.
Mostly because he did Sims Big Brother. How pathetic. He did a Big Brother version of Sims. This guy wants to go to the toilet, but there's only one lavatory.
Oh, yeah. This way around, yeah. Take Big Brother, awful. Sims, awful. Put it together. How is there a good outcome?
And you get a mound of shit. I've seriously considered let's playing a Sims game for fun, for no reason, just so I can kill off the player I create.
Literally just
like burn the fucker to death, burn him to the ground.
Put them in the swimming pool and remove the ladder.
Yeah. or
trust me, they get exhausted and trouble.
Or you're evil. You're evil.
Yeah. Well, you can do my favourite. You could do a roller coaster tycoon one and just remove a piece of the roller coaster. Right?
And it's like whee. It's like the new Batman ride they've got. It's sort of like a 4D Batman ride. What is it with roller coaster rides nowadays? By the way, do you remember when it was all like tracks were below you? Now it's all like some stupid arm that goes around like a big board.
Yeah.
It's like for fuck's sake, what happened to the old roller coaster? I'm just starting to get used to the old roller coaster. Let them these new pieces of shit. Ah, we've lost our viewer. Damn.
Oh, stop talking about Robot Wars. Talk about Robot Wars again, mate, and we'll get the viewers back in.
Oh no, wait, we've got him back in. Yeah, you just said Robot Wars. Yeah!
So what other matches do you like? Like, what other ones do you consider? I know a few that Chris would say. Robogeddon versus Hypnodisc, Splinter versus Hypnodisc, and Willy Cheese and Ming 3 versus Hypnodisc.
No, actually, I would say Ming 3 and Willy Cheese versus Hypnodisc, yes. But I would not say Robogeddon and Splinter, because it's the point of, if we're going to do that, you might as well go Predator, Razorblade, Hypnodisc.
VMAX
Hypnodisc. Actually, no, VMAX Hypnodisc. VMAX actually put up a fight that people didn't think he would.
Oh, VMAX, I feel so bad for that. That could have easily won another heat if it was in.
Yeah, I mean, put it this way, it was like, it reminded me of Firestorm Series 2.
Yeah,
Series 3.
3, yeah. Sorry. Series 3. I keep getting mixed. I keep forgetting there was a Chaos 1. It was so forgettable. It was so forgettable. It was Chaos 1.
Though, yeah, it was wank.
Chaos 1 was pretty poor, wasn't it?
I mean, let's put it this way. It was a rip-off of Mace.
Well, to be fair, it was made for...
How can it be a rip-off? Because they were both entered in the same series.
Why? Well, how conveniently do they both look the bloody same? Look at them. Look at them. They looked the bloody same. That's like Tornado and Storm being made the same year. And then Storm would totally destroy Tornado.
So, you know.
Didn't Tornado assist with the building of Storm, though?
Yes, they gave them some tips.
Oh, I bet they regretted that one. See,
that was a good match, actually. And that's another thing I've noticed. Apart from the Series 6 Grand Final, every Grand Final battle, was, when it came to the actual Grand Finals, the Series 2 onwards, one of the 2 battles before it was better than the actual Grand Final. Like, Robot versus Cassius was way better than Cassius versus Panic. That was a crap final. Hypnodisc versus Stegosaurus was much more entertaining than Hypnodisc versus Chaos 2.
Of course, Chaos 2 versus Firestorm.
Well, I don't call that a good match, because it wasn't. It was over in like 5 seconds and it was 2 flips. It was a great moment, but not a great match. No, and then of course you've got Stinger versus Chaos 2. That was better than Pussycat versus Chaos 2. Series 5, anything's better than any battle was better than Razor versus Bigger Brother.
To be fair though, Razor went into a
Hypnodisc versus Bigger Brother. That was better than Razor Bigger Brother.
Yeah, but you got to think though.
As much as it hates the fact that my favorite robot was beaten by one of my least favorite robots, Bigger Brother, damn.
Yes.
Why? Why? Because it was Ian, not Joe. It was Ian. Ian, the driving, the precision to get Hypnodisc in the pit to weather the storm. There was no flipper involved.
The bloke that did 99% of the work.
Yeah, and even and got 0 of the praise.
Yeah. But what did was, I mean, I know you keep saying this, right? Joe got credit for just pushing the button, and I agree with that. He shouldn't have got.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna say about Ellie, all she did was cry. Yes, all she did was cry, and it was bloody annoying. But the fact is, right, is that Joe got all the bloody limelight.
No. Let me finish. Ellie got all the limelight.
No, she didn't.
No, listen, right? Okay. Remember in Extreme when they went up against Come and Get Us in that Vengeance match?
Yeah.
So they did because they said they weren't fit to fly the flag. Who did she? Did Jack Craig speak to? He spoke to Ellie, and he gave her the flag, and she wore the cape, the flag as a cape. And then also there was in the Series 5 Grand Final, right? Turn around, right? After they put this in the pit. He goes, look, Ellie, you've done it. You've won it for them, Ellie. He's like, well, she didn't fucking do anything but cry. And as soon as she came into the series, no one else mattered.
As soon as she came into the series, Joe mattered and Ian didn't.
As much as you know, this is probably going to like a lead balloon, but like, while it is only pressing a button, you have to have good timing to actually...
Timing to push a button.
But... it's more than what Ellie did.
Yeah, and Ellie got a lot of credit. Ellie got all the limelight.
But is it more than what Ian did? Here's the thing: as much as me and Woggy like to, as much as me and Woggy like to moan at each other about, oh, Joe was worse or Ellie was worse. The fact is, in all this, Ian Watts got fuck all.
Yeah, exactly.
That's something we can at least agree on.
Yeah, Ian Watts was it a genius?
I actually think he was one of the 3 best drivers of Robot Wars history.
Who would you say the other 2 are? Well, obviously,
Nick Adams and David Gribble.
Oh, very interesting choices. I'd actually also like to throw in there Kim Davis. You have to admit he was a good driver. And Graham Bone.
Yeah.
No, Graham Bone was good because of the way it was designed. It was the motors that made it good because he had sideways motors. No one else did that. That was what made it so easy to drive. And Chaos 2 was so easy to drive because of the way it was built.
And so bloody light.
I really hate to say this, but another really well-driven robot was actually
Razor.
Yeah, was it Ian Lewis?
Razor's immaculate.
Ian Lewis.
Ian Lewis. I hate Ian Lewis. Well, I don't hate him as such. I mean,
I couldn't stand him. He was such a cock.
In one.
But to be honest, that was like sort of 10 years ago now. I think that's not that well. And people have met him since then and said he's all right. So.
He was like 28 then, wasn't he? He's probably grown up a little bit now.
Yeah, I mean, he was a bit of a dick back then. He probably isn't anymore. It happened or whatever.
He's probably
but, you know.
He's probably still beating plexiglass with his hand. If you've seen,
give him credit though. If
you saw Nightmare versus Warhead.
I hate Razor, but Razor was a good robot.
It was.
I just don't like it. But I have to give him credit. He built a fucking great piece of engineering there. I have to give him.
Still,
I didn't like the look of it though. No,
still, Warhead was better. Still, Warhead was better.
Warhead was God.
Warhead was better.
Why didn't they enter that in Series 7?
That'd have been great.
You don't need to be here.
Warhead seriously would have messed up a lot of opponents.
Ian Lewis would have probably won that series if he had entered the world.
It's just Ian Lewis. He just stepped in easily.
Maybe not, because it wasn't a very well balanced robot.
I know.
That's the only problem with Warhead is it wasn't a very well balanced robot.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it have problems going against like full body spinners or like spinners on the front or whatever. Then it would have a bit of problems, but you know, yeah, pretty much going up against Wussy 2.
Pussy.
No, Bigger Brother would have beaten Typhoon.
Typhoon 2, not Typhoon. No, it doesn't need that N. Just Typhoon, as in Typhoon. No, Typhoon as the T. Yeah, like all it was like a cup of tea, and it was Scottish, so no cup of tea for you. Just think if Scotland got independence, we could have finally said, this is why I wanted Scottish independence. We could have finally said Typhoon was not British. Damn, that would have been good.
I feel quite bad for Scotland actually, because they're the only country that's part of the UK that didn't end up having a seeded robot because of course Series 8 didn't happen. Typhoon wasn't allowed to come back the next floors and be seeded number 1. They never had a seeded robot.
It's just sort of
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Did all talk never get seeded?
No, also never got seeded.
What about Corkscrew?
No, not true one either.
No, Corkscrew never seeded.
Not once?
Nope. But Series 5 it was a newcomer. Series 6 Panic Attack was the seed, and Series 7 who was the seed? Series 7
Beermoth. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'd have thought that obviously with Corkscrew getting it against 13 Black, I thought it at least got a seeding from that.
No, because in Series 6 they only had one seed per 8, didn't they?
Didn't it? Do you remember it annihilated fucking Panic Attack?
Yes.
It wrecked it, and then it bounced off into the pit.
Yeah, Cornet, you bastard. Why? I don't get what Cornet was thinking there. Why not work with them and get rid of the seed? Then again, also get rid of the stronger robot.
Corkscrew.
I mean, for God's sake, why wasn't Typhoon 2 knocked out in round 1?
Because it was.
Did not self-right Colossus quick enough.
Oh, whose fault's that one?
Joe's.
Fucking Joe! Bastard! If that was Ellie, she'd have had that. I can't even say that with a straight face. If Ian did that, he'd have had it.
Yeah.
He'd have had Colossus righted. He'd have probably had Colossus righted, and they'd have been like doing a victory lap at that point.
Actually,
they already were doing a victory lap.
Yeah.
Why I would say that Graham Bone was a good driver because he was one of the very few drivers that actually operated the weapon and the drives.
Yeah.
But you have to give him credit to that.
George Francis as well.
Oh yeah, and George Francis. Well, there you go then.
Is Graham Bone just proof that men can multitask? Only you have to be extremely boring.
He wasn't boring.
He was a bit boring. Yeah, the robot was great. Obviously, all the charisma went into the robot and was seeped out of the team.
Alex Morgy was all right.
Alex Morgy was all right, and that's why he left.
Yeah. No, the reason why he left is because Graham was too busy sucking
Bros before hose. Bros before hose. He didn't work.
He was busy. Yeah, he was busy sucking on Hazel's tits.
Mr. Bone didn't, you know, was not a bros before hose man.
We're talking about dull team members, Typhoon, Team Typhoon. Oh god.
I think the Redditch Pussycat team.
Nah, shut up.
So what they're gonna do out there then?
I'm the ideas man, and he's the one that's got his own ideas.
Sorry, it's a military secret. Yeah, it's like give me a.
Oh, the one who pushed the blades! Put the blade round!
We've got a team captain over there who's like in charge of us, but he doesn't talk or do anything.
Why are they Scottish?
No, this is Typhoon.
Oh, Typhoon, I thought you were talking about bloody Pussycat.
Redditch Pussycat.
Redditch Pussycat.
That old guy in the team, it was the team captain, and he never fucking said anything.
You mean the definite 50-year-old virgin?
Yes.
Yeah.
He never said anything, yet he called it something. He didn't do anything. The robot was made by the cadets. It was driven by the cadets, and the cadets did all the fucking talking. He just stood there looking like a complete twat and cheered whenever they won, like an ungraceful loser. Sorry, that's like an ungrateful winner, sorry. But he's a jerk.
The fact is, he would probably been a really ungrateful loser if Typhoon actually sort of, you know, did what they were supposed to do, because they sort of, well, oh, I don't know, when it comes to the Series 7 final, what happened? What were they supposed to do? What if the judges actually were normal? They'd have lost! They'd have lost!
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I've read interviews with Noel about Noel Sharkey since. He's always said that he regrets that it came to that the show wanted Typhoon to win.
The fact is, Noel Sharkey is just a legend.
But the thing is, the thing about Gary Cairns, the guy who was the driver of Team Typhoon, he's still a bit of a cop now, because he's on the official Facebook page for the official Roman Girls crew. And whenever someone brings it up, he says that he still believes he rightfully deserved the victory, despite the fact that the producers hid things. And we bring it up, and he said, the producers are always doing things like that. It's like, do you really think we entered 2 robots into the middleweight championship? No, the producers asked us to. That's what we're getting at here. Your producers gave you a lot of help to make sure you won a competition.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
The fact is that they were going to have a
problem. He turned around and said the reason why the producers put us against Exterminators was because they didn't want a box versus box match in the final. Now, sorry, because they didn't want to risk a boring box versus box match. Now, one, saying that a box versus box match is boring is. Sorry, a potential match between robots is boring is very unsportsmanlike. 2, again, that prison just gave you a fucking step forward to make sure.
And did you see? And as well as that, did you see the match they had against?
Yeah.
Between the two of them.
Did you see Storm Tornado? That was a great match.
Exactly. Yeah. That was a great match. If that was the grand final, my God, people would have been happy to have go home.
That'd have been. As much as I hate Tornado, that was an epic match, and it put up a bit of a, not too much of a fight. I mean, it was definitely a unanimous win for Storm there. I don't think that was. I don't think that Andrew Marchant would bloody go. I'm going to complain about it.
Once, and that was against the Raiders team, and they agreed. So
he's just a fucking sore loser bitch. I mean, let's be honest, right? Not every decision goes the right way. Not every decision goes the right way. A lot of people think the Wild Thing should have beat Chaos 2 in that epic match, right?
No,
a lot of
I think while it finished very strongly, I still think
I would say that Chaos 2 should have. I would have said that Chaos 2 should have won the match, but a lot of people say that Wild Thing should have won the match. I think the main reason that Wild Thing didn't win that match is because it couldn't finish Chaos 2 off. And the reason was because of its own design flaw.
Yeah, because it kept on doing a wheelie.
It kept on raising itself upwards due to its own design, the fact that there was nothing on the back to support it, and its wheels couldn't finish Chaos 2 off every time.
Yeah.
So that's why it couldn't finish it off. So yeah, I do think that Chaos 2. But then you got things like Razor Behemoth, first World Championship. Loads of people think that obviously Behemoth should have won. Woggy, I think you're one of them that thinks Behemoth should have won.
Damage carries more weight.
Yeah, but I always disagreed with that.
Yeah, damage carries more weight. Why?
Because that's something unfair. Really.
I think that aggression should carry more weight.
I don't think any of them should carry more weight. I think it should all be equal.
Oh yeah, but then there's obviously the bit where you could just have style and control, and those like win over like a joint. Like you get like damaged so much or get like pushed around the arena, but just because you have style.
I don't think style should have been a fucking thing. I think it should have been strategy.
What was style anyway?
The way in which it was.
So
but wait, it's a judge's decision. It wouldn't have won.
Always won on start because apparently it always looked good. Although I thought I would rather watch paint dry. The majority of the time. Sometimes all the exceptions. So
Depends on what color paint.
Yeah, plus also I personally don't think that the damage Razor did in that match was enough to carry the. I mean, I know it carries more weight, but I personally think the aggression and control points scored by Behemoth before that happened should have outweighed it.
Yeah, but there you go. The fact is, there was a big, huge match environment, and a lot of people think that the decision went the wrong way. I'm sure the Behemoth guys thought the decision probably went the wrong way. But the fact,
versus Stegosaurus.
yeah, right. But the fact is, they didn't moan about it.
Sam, it was a correct decision.
Okay, Chris, you decide it. You decide it for us. Okay.
I will have to. Which series was that again? I can't remember.
Series 3, semi-final B.
I have not watched. I've watched Series 3 probably once, so I would have to watch through the match again.
Now, and you will see.
Dude, we're on a stream right now. Do you really think?
Sam, read what I put on my blog on the Rebel Wiki, and you will see. You will agree with me 100%. That I am right and that you are wrong.
Woggy, you know he won't.
Because he's a complete twat. That's why.
If I'm honest, Woggy, you don't agree with anything I say when I try and change your mind. So let's just put it this way: we're all complete twats.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Going back to this 100 margin thing. Now I know what you're saying. Okay, he did raise a complaint, but he wasn't.
No, he didn't raise a complaint. He cried like a bitch.
Let me finish.
You're there saying about no wait. You say about all Ellie did was cry and blah blah blah. The fact is, he was crying like a bitch.
Was he actually crying?
No.
There you go.
He was bitching. He was bitching. He was bitching. He was moaning. He was pretty much on the verge of crying just because the decision didn't go his way.
That's not what he was complaining about. He was complaining at the fact that Razor wasn't counted out because it was immobilized, because his motors burned out and couldn't move anywhere. That is what he was complaining about. The only reason and the Razor just turned around, looked at it, and thought to themselves, actually, that is true. We were.
But the fact is, if it wasn't for the fact of him bitching and moaning, nothing would have happened.
If the pussy web didn't exist, then Razor would have won the fight.
Oh, don't even.
I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna realize I'm gonna punch you in a minute, boy.
The defender of the pussy web, Woggy.
It's not cheating.
It's legal. It was legal.
It was legal, but I just see it as being extremely cheap.
No, it wasn't cheap. It was a clever, ingenious.
No, it was cheap. It was cheap. It was cheap.
Okay, let me put this. It was within the regulations, but it wasn't within the spirit of the regulations.
Yeah.
Well, Kilohertz had one.
They had robot wars, didn't?
Well, they did technically. They had them to put on the robot in case they met Razor in the World Championships.
And did they?
No,
but if they did.
But did they?
But they didn't.
They did meet them.
But they didn't.
But
what they did. So what you're basically saying is that if Tornado didn't meet Razor and they didn't use the web, but you found they did, they would have been like, oh yeah, whatever.
Well, the fact is, we probably wouldn't have seen what it was.
Yeah, if we'd have seen it from Kilohertz would have had the same fucking.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what robot it. I mean, hell, if it was Firestorm that had a web like that, we'd hate on Firestorm. It's like, why the hell's Firestorm got that? It's bullshit. That's shitty.
No, the thing is, when it comes down to it, Robot Wars, yeah, it's about having fun and all that, and you may say it's not in the spirit, but also part of Robot Wars.
It's about winning. It's about winning. No, it is about winning.
Well, yes, it is about winning, but not only that, but it's also about bringing in new ideas and bringing in new ingenuity. Hence why they had the most original entry award, by the way, just saying, bringing in originality. And that was an original. Yeah,
but I think there's a difference between having something different, a new idea, a new concept, like a new weapon or whatever, and then building something for a specific machine.
It's still.
Yeah, I thought that was illegal. I thought they couldn't tailor a robot to a specific opponent. I thought that was illegal.
No.
The fact is, with interchangeable weaponries, you are allowed to do that. But I believe that what Tornado did, to an extent, was extremely unsportsmanly.
Yeah, but I could agree to you on that one. But I also think that it was still within the spirit of the thing of the sport, because
I wouldn't say so. As much as it was, yes, legal, it was not sportsmanly, and it was the fact that.
I was half if you're talking, you cut in there. Just saying.
I know.
You made a me doing.
But you do that quite a lot.
No, I don't. You do it to me all the time.
That's because sort of I'm the one with.
You're a scrotum.
You're a scrotum.
I know, right? But at least I can admit it. Now, the thing about
a massive scrotum.
I can agree with you where you're coming from, and I can agree with you when you say it was unsportsmanlike. Because yeah, technically it was, and you can say yeah, it wasn't in the spirit of it because of that. But I technically think it was also technically still in the spirit of things because it was bringing a new idea in, and it was using originality. So
all right. So let's put. Are you done?
It's sort of yeah. Hang on, let me just. So it's sort of like a meh thing. It's like a 50-50. I'm done.
Right. So that would be pretty much like, let's say, all right, that would be like, okay, I'll put it this way. Have you played Simpsons Wrestling for the PlayStation 1?
Yes.
Right. So you know exactly what I mean on this one, right? That is like you going in thinking you're going up against Mr. Burns when you're actually going up against Smithers and he's just lobbing shit at you. The fact is, one, you didn't know it was coming. Two, especially with what Mr. Burns' bomb does, it's preventing you from doing anything.
Right. Is that everything?
No. It's also, if you put it this way, it's like having it's like having a boxing match where one boxer is not allowed to punch
above the waist.
Yeah, but is only allowed to punch the waist, while the other is allowed to punch the head and the waist because they've got like a bodysuit on or something. You know, I mean, if they had something like that and it was legal, then yes, that'd be okay. But it would not be in the spirit of the fight.
Very good point there. You do have a point. I have to disagree though with your coming out of nowhere section, considering Tornado brought up with the producers the minute they arrived, and Razor themselves actually. Razor was asked, "Look, are you okay with this?" Because they actually given the option to turn around and say, "No, we don't want it." In the right,
yeah, that's fair. I've got no problem. I've got no problem.
Razor should have been banned because they put a addition that they didn't declare at the start of the season.
Yeah, actually, yes, that is true. Yes, that hook that Razor put on there. Yeah, thank you, Sam. Actually, thanks for reminding me of that.
I'm just saying, like, while it is true that Tornado it wasn't very sporting of them, you got to think.
I think we just agree the fact that that entire match was bullshit.
No, because I liked it.
It was a great fight. It was
a great fight, but it's mired in bullshit.
Another thing, also, I'd like to mention is like. People turn around and say that it's unfair for people to invent or use a device that stops a certain robot type, such as a crusher, for example, the anti-crusher device, from working. Yet no one has a problem with panic attack side skirts, which prevented flippers.
Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to say this, that the fact of, here's the difference with side skirts and stuff like that. That was on the robot all the time. The problem I have is the fact that Tornado has interchangeable weaponry to the point of it doesn't attack certain robots. It protects against certain robots.
It had the spinning disc.
It had the spinning bar, and technically it was an attacking weapon.
So why wasn't the scaffolding on just the... If the scaffolding was just there to support the blade...
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It would have tipped up if it was just on the front. It was heavier at the back.
It was too heavy.
Then put the same on the front as the back then, and then like what? Yeah, but then you got the sides. The fact is they put it all the way round. Okay, so what? An extra kilo on the left-hand side. If there was not an extra kilo on the right-hand side, would have made the top fall over.
It's still needed strengthening.
No, that's not it at all.
Chris is physics.
I didn't do physics, so shush.
I did.
I got a D in physics when I know this.
I didn't do physics. Why would I want to do physics?
Physics.
Yeah, why do I want to do physics?
Because then, right, you would actually have a better understanding of how, robot combat works. Sorry, that was a bit of a thing there. Alright, let's just end this one here. On.
And the bogey gets hanged up.
I knew you'd do that.
I know.
Knew you'd do that.
I was waiting for that one. Yeah. Anyway, so I was right. Now, the fact is this entire conversation is never going to be sorted. Right? It'll never be sorted. I think, well, me and you can agree.
I agree to an extent, but I think
me and you could agree the fact of we will never be able to. Oh, he's gonna probably say something now. Very good, sir. Thank you.
Look, okay, here's the thing.
Oh, he's busy now. Fuck him then.
It was a good idea, and it was clever the way they did it, but it was unsporting.
Very unsporting. But you know, it was in the style of combat. It was very unsportsmanly. It was very horrible. And to the point of, you know, I mean, I would not be surprised if the Razor team did feel cheated out, but they did not speak up much about it in comparison to, I'm going to cry. You know, so that second match they had was well worse than the first because the result was the same.
And dreary.
Right? It was a drearier match, but the fact that the match result was different. You know, I mean, Razor, I mean, you know, bloody Ian Lewis. At some point, Ian Lewis would have gone, suck.
The reason why I hung up, by the way, why I hung up just then was because I had to go for a piss.
Fair play.
Yeah.
I think it was,
Why did you hang me up with? Seriously.
Well, you knew it was coming, so yeah. I am the host of the call.
You said the with panic attack, like with the side skirts, they were always on the road. Well, fair enough. Storm 2, they were added on in the semi-finals.
No, they weren't.
Yes,
They were added on. They were added on after
they
the
weren't. No, they were added on in the Series 7 semi-finals because they actually made a big deal about it. They said we've now put the skirts on to protect ourselves against the flipper of the Grim Reaper.
Interesting.
So yeah, the skirts were always on it.
Did I ever say that Storm, you know, always play? I mean, let's put it this way: if that's the case, and they got their karma in the finals, but that's too much karma for one day and for one series.
Yeah, maybe that's why they. Maybe that's why they did it.
I doubt it, because then if that's the case, then why put Razor in the match anyway? If it didn't say, you know, oh, we're going to put this weapon just in case we go up against Tornado. I mean, you're seriously not telling me that Tornado built this to go, well, just in case we face Razor, just in case. You know, I mean, the shovel against, you know, anything with high ground clearance, fair enough.
They probably figured that
anything. Okay, well, we got to worry unless we go up against Ming 3. My God, or Tiberius. Oh no,
Chris. Thing is, when it came to that, they turned around and probably said,
"Oh no, A-kill, no."
Razor were the reigning champions.
The odds are they're going to fight them at some point during the series because they were the ones to beat.
They were the ones to be, and they were the reigning champions.
It's just,
they did think about it, and they did make it because they had to. They literally.
I remember.
Put in.
I remember. I had the magazine that came out just after that, after the Series 6 final, and it said. And the interview with Andrew Marchant said, like, we sat down one day and thought of a way to beat Razor.
Does it have in huge asterisks sobs on everything he says?
Crying.
I'm sorry, no, it's a genuine expression of a crybaby. You know, that entire, you know, the second match they had was dreary. It was horrible. The result was different. And
the fifth match they had, actually.
Well, okay, the one between the stupid web and the stupid hook thing.
And wasn't it? It finished 3-2 to Razor, but then it became 3-2 to Tornado.
Yes, technically.
The fact is, isn't that though the fact that the fact that Razor lost to Tornado without the web in the first place, and that proved that Tornado can, you know, beat Razor without it.
The reason why
Tornado never
they
beat
lost
without the front.
And how was it 3-2 Tornado then?
Because Razor
in the European Championships
3-2 them.
Yeah, but then that would have been the final, the European Championship. Where's the third one?
Yeah, the European Championship where the wheel came off.
No, right.
Where the disc came off, and I thought it was
so it goes, right? There was the All-Stars final in Extreme 1.
World Championship semi-final.
Then there was the second World Championships.
Yep.
Then there was the one where the wheel came off. That was the first time that the frame was used, and they did go for. Actually, no, sorry, no, yeah, they went for Tornado because they mistook one of Tornado's motors, not motor, sorry, weapon motor, sorry.
No, what it was it wasn't the first time the frame was used. What it was the small rotary drum that came out and they mistook it for the wheel of Razor.
No, that was the first time the frame was used. Was in the American champion. It was in the US Championships. It was in the Extreme Warriors series. And Noel Sharkey considers that the worst mistake of his career because he mistook the motor for the spinning bar.
What happened to the days of like Hypnotist 101 where they'd actually look around and sort of stand around and
They didn't think they needed to. He just made a mistake.
Yeah.
If you can't mistake a giant drum for a small wheel.
No, it wasn't. It was the spinning bar. I got the wrong.
Wait, but a bar is like.
It was the motor in the spinning bar or something that helped it spin or something like that. It wasn't actually the spinning bar. It was one of like the gyros for it, and they're about the size of Razor's wheels.
There you go. Did Razor moan about that?
Yes.
Did they sob and moan? Did Tornado give them the win? No.
No.
Well, there you go. Isn't that just proof that as much as some people hate the Razor team, in comparison to Tornado, yeah, don't need to mention any more about that.
He's only did. Sorry, hang on. The Tornado only did it once. Razor did it 3 times.
Did what?
Just saying.
Did what?
Well, actually, no. Technically, they didn't. Actually, no. Ian, first time he did it at Series 4. Second time it was the mistake was at that time, and then the third time.
He also complained about Millie Amberg as well, didn't he?
Ow.
Because he got the Kevlar hair got stuck in the wheels.
Yeah. Actually, yes, he did. Yeah, I remember that now.
Everyone knows that Ian Lewis is a bitch. We all know that.
So basically, Andrew Marchand only did it once. Ian Lewis did it like 4 or 5 times. No one cares. Anyway.
Yeah, well, if Andrew Marchand does it once, no one gives a damn. But if Ian Lewis does it like 5 times, like, yeah.
Well, yeah, because there's, once is fine. It's when
it's not once is fine. Not once when it, the fact that if you're bitching and you're moaning, you shouldn't be. The fact is, right, if it's a wrong decision, then that's the decision. That's the way it goes.
Tell Altor that.
It wasn't. Yeah, thank you, tell. That was brilliant. Sorry. The thing is, though, when it comes down to that, right, and again, Andrew Marchand didn't complain about the judge's decision. He complained that Razor wasn't counted out. That was his complaint, and that was a fair complaint because Razor was immobilized for more than 30 seconds.
So he thought it'd get through to Craig Charles about it.
Well, he just
Craig Charles.
The thing is, you probably find he didn't expect the decision to be reversed.
Craig Charles.
First, you probably find he didn't expect the team to return the favour. He was just giving his opinion.
Woggy, he was just a bitch.
Mate, he was just giving an opinion, and the team agreed.
Yes, and apart from Ian Lewis, who was a fucking... Okay, here we go. Ian Lewis, right, same championship, refused to hand the victory over to Tornado, and when Vinnie Blood agreed with Simon Scott, he had a go at Vinnie Blood and told him that he was not of an he didn't deserve the right to say so because he didn't actually put any effort into making the robot.
And then they quit.
Are you seriously saying to me that you don't think that I don't think that Ian Lewis is a pain? I already knew that. Yeah, he's a pain.
So you're turning around, right, and saying that Tornado are dicks for crying about losing, and then when it comes to Ian actually being given a chance to prove himself to be a good sportsman and all that, and actually to be fair, he deserved victory over the Tornado because Tornado weren't immobilized, Razor were, and it was the right thing to do. He turns around and cries about it and offends his mate so badly that he didn't want to talk to him again and didn't want to fucking be part of the Razor team anymore. Just saying. It's a little bit worse than what Andrew did, isn't it?
All you're saying about it's a little bit worse, like sort of that we should overshadow it just because there was something worse.
It's a little bit funny.
Just something funny, because if your robot lost to a robot that was immobilized for more than 30 seconds, what would you say? You wouldn't be happy with it.
I don't know. Did Smidsy bitch and moan after it beat Chaos 2 and then miraculously lost? But Sam, you were there in person, and did Smidsy get back in it?
It did, but it was immobilized.
it was mobilized for too long beforehand, Chris, and they accepted that.
They said, yeah, I know. They said, okay, we'll go again, because the problem was they cut themselves down. Yeah, sure, but it took them too long.
Yeah, and also watch that match again. Smidgy won on the sidewall for about 5 seconds before Kelsey flipped himself over anyway. So technically, they were mobilized before.
They were lucky. They were lucky. They should have.
And that'd have been boring. Let's be honest, that'd have been boring to see.
They were lucky to be given the rematch. Very lucky, in fact, to be given the rematch.
But they got given it, and they took their opportunity, and they just couldn't do it.
So, yeah,
Would have been funny though.
Yeah, Chaos 2.
All right, can we stop this sort of chat before I unfriend you both on Facebook? I'm just saying, we are never ever. This feud has been going on for so many years that we are never going to agree. All right, I believe we are all so.
Even though Sam and I are right.
Shut up for once.
Get the wreck, mate.
For
Get
once.
the wreck.
Give your brain a chance and breathe.
The guy who always interrupts me. So.
You just interrupted me, mate. Just saying. Just saying. So, we're never going to agree. We are never going to agree. You think you're right. I think I'm right. That's the way it is. We are too headstrong. We are too stubborn and thick-witted. That is the way we are built. The fact is we are never going to agree. Okay. So, next conversation, please. Because we've been on this one now for...
Who would win, Granny's Revenge or Terahertz?
Granny's Revenge, mate, all day.
I think this is a very pressing conversation here. I think Granny's Revenge could outrun Terahertz as burned its nose out.
So it do a Typhoon 2 in every single match. He's like, run away.
Imagine if Terahertz did what it did in a match against Granny's Revenge that it did with Firestorm in the playoffs.
Personally, do you know who the best robot ever was? Is Beefcake. Beefcake is the greatest robot ever because do you know what? It really got under Killot's skin. And his foot. And his foot.
And his fingernails.
And his fingernails. And right in his arse. That's exactly how the Killots loved Beefcake. Do you know what the best robot ever? RC Warrior. That was great. That was great robot ever.
And a Psycho Sprout Series 1 What were they hoping to do with that? He was never going to win a match.
Okay, what would you say is the worst made robot that never won a match?
I put
Juggernaut 2.
I put this on my
Juggernaut 2.
My list on
Juggernaut 2.
I know it. I didn't put Juggernaut 2.
What?
I thought the worst one was Death Warmed Up in Series 3.
Oh,
nah, Juggernaut
you
2.
don't like Death Warmed Up, do you, Walkie?
No, that is the.
Okay, be honest though, it looked cool though.
It didn't. It looked like it was made out of flimsy bloody foil. It was
Series 3.
Did you see it?
It was Series 3. Come on.
It was Series 3. I mean, what? You had the most dangerous robot in there was Mortis.
Hit the disc, Chaos 2.
It's Chaos 2.
Yeah, but it was made during Series. It was made.
2.
Really? No. Panic. Wait. You just said Panic Attack being dangerous? Really? Really?
In Series 3, it was awesome. It was fast and it had its fights.
Let's say it was made. Yeah, the fact is though, it wasn't like made in Series 3. It's sort of like, oh, Series 3 has begun. Make the robot now. So obviously it was made.
Built 4 times.
Yeah, it was made for Series 2. You know, during Series 2. So they had no clue. They had no clue Hypnodisc was coming along, for example. So, you know, it's all like it was going up against like Series 2 robots. The most dangerous was Mortis.
No, I didn't like it. It was just awful.
I know it was awful. It was absolutely awful, but
Juggernaut 2 was pathetic. Monad. Oh my god. What was with that robot? Do you guys remember Monad? Guys?
Vaguely.
It was the robot that Tiberius beat in Series 5. in the heat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And basically, its armor got peeled off after it drove past Tiberius's claw, and Tiberius's claw literally had a glancing blow with it, and it ripped its armor off. And it kept on wheeling every time it moved forward. So basically, its claws would raise off the floor, so it couldn't even grab onto anything.
I would say probably like Predator was shit too.
No, but that looked awesome.
It just why did it just remind me of sort of like SamElliott with a hunchback?
I didn't think it looked like SamElliott actually.
The first time I saw it, before I even saw the Predator films, I saw, oh for fuck's sake, someone's making a Kill-Lot replica. It's not even very good.
Then you realise,
I was like, oh wait, Predator. It still doesn't look like Predator.
The head does.
When was the last time Predator had a hunchback?
The head looks like it.
Yeah, the head looks like, that's like Major Tom, you know. Oh, the head looked like a head. You know, that's like...
Until Shunt chopped it off.
Oh, yeah, until Shunt got to it. The fact is, like, the head looked like the head.
Just fucking exploded.
One of the best moments ever.
Okay, that's sort of like Mega Morg or Mini Morg with Anne Robinson's face on the front. Okay, that bit looks like Anne Robinson. That means the whole thing looks like Anne Robinson. No, it didn't.
Or the ninja sheep was getting its head. Yeah. That was fucking hilarious. Or getting melted by the back of his flamethrower.
How about the sheep? The Morg sheep just getting like which blade was it that hit the sheep? I can't remember. There was a blade that just hit the sheep and went flying.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't remember which one, but it was absolutely hilarious.
Oh god.
We still only have one watcher who's stuck around for the.
I feel so sorry for this person.
Who stuck around for the entire rant about Tornado Razor, who's the more of a bitch.
So who would win then, right? Okay, here we go. Between Pièce de Resistance, Juggernaut 2, Ponad. God, what other crap robots, by the way? What else can we throw in there? Not including comedy robots. So that means the Granny's Revenge can't be concluded.
Elvis.
Centurion Series 4.
Elvis.
Nah, Centurion Series 4 was fucking garbage.
It was, but they were sort of unlucky at the same time.
How about the creature?
Oh, what a robot.
It was flipped up. It came back on its feet, and half its skin came off.
I think it also, to be fair, has to have not gotten past the first round.
Well, obviously. So
the creature can't count. Tuntaran! Yes!
Tuntaran! Tuntaran, Tuntaran.
They need an international rescue.
You've got Elvis versus Juggernaut versus Monad versus...
All I can say is I think that the force of time would win that match. All the robots would just break down randomly.
What about Brute from Series 2?
God.
Brute. Oh, mate, Brute was OP.
It was a fucking box on wooden wheel.
Brutus Maximus, actually. What about him?
Yeah, Brutus Maximus, yeah, throw him in there as well.
Throw him in there as well.
I'd have to say, just...
The Spider!
Tomahawk, mate.
The great robot that climbed onto the arena wall itself.
I can't really ever go against Tomahawk because it didn't really do anything.
It was from Reddit, mate. It was from Reddit.
That's why it's shit. You look at Pussycat when it went to Reddit. It was bollocks.
It won a trophy. It won the same amount of trophies as the actual Pussycat. Shut the fuck up.
Which trophy did it win?
All Stars. Suck my dick.
Pussycat? Yes, yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah, it beat down Tom Kieran.
If I'm perfectly honest, right, if it went up against actually, you know, obviously the seasoned veterans, the problem with the problem with that All-Stars tournament is that I know it was not as good as the first. The first was great, the second was shit.
It was the third one.
The third was also shit.
The second one was good. The third one was terrible. Hitler just got flipped out of the arena in the second one.
No, yeah. He got flipped out of the arena in the
Challenge Belt?
Yeah. It's in the second one.
The fact is, why would
it spawn again and broke down?
Why would Hypnodisc even bother going for the challenge belt when it just wouldn't do it?
It knocked itself out, didn't it, as well?
The problem is Hypnodisc and Chaos 2, as much as how different they look, they were very. If you look at the road they went down, they were very similar. Too much power, not enough control, and both robots faltered.
Yeah. They didn't make the improvements.
Yeah, Chaos 2, where was the weight?
Yes.
Oh
they,
my
had,
God.
if they had 16 kilos, they could have put a back plate on it, added some weight to the front of the rubber so it didn't tip itself over all the time. It would have won a Series 6 if they'd done that.
It would have won. It would have won, yeah, 6, and probably would have got very far in 7.
Right.
It would have fucked Typhoon up.
So apart from Firestorm and Hypnodisc, what other robots do we consider that were the best ones that didn't win the championship?
Alongside Firestorm, Hypnodisc.
Storm 2.
And Storm 2, obviously, yeah.
Absolutely Storm 2.
And Pussycat.
And Pussycat.
Pussycat was great.
Dan Tom Kia, don't shoot me, but Dan Tom Kia as well.
Yeah, I can see where you're going with that.
Get out.
Don't get me wrong, I hate it, but I can see where you're going with that.
Gravity!
Nah, I do like Gravity, but as much as it was awesome, it was only in one series. You couldn't really say, oh yeah, it deserved to win the title just on that.
How many was Dan Tom Kia in?
2.
2! How many more is that? 1! How do you...
It was consistent. It was more consistent.
You can't be consistent when you're even in 2!
Of course you can.
He also reached the finals of the challenge belt thingy.
Yep. And it also made the final of the All-Stars, and he got the most out of the arenas. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then got fucked up.
Yeah, Gravity fucking annihilated it.
That is the greatest robot.
This list.
Series champion? No. Onslaught. Nice, whatever. Yeah,
Okay,
but that's sort of like, as much as we love saying like Arnold A. Terminator, it would not have won a series.
Dominator
2.
Unlucky to lose in Series 6, I feel.
I just can't see Dominator. Yeah, you got to see, like, for this list, actually see the robot winning a series. I couldn't see Dominator 2 winning a series. I can see it getting far as it did, and even a little bit further, but I cannot see Dominator 2 winning a series.
No. Let's say it beat Pussycat. I couldn't see it beating Hypnodisc.
No.
Let's say it beat who the fuck did we say? Hypnodisc. No, Series 5. Let's see it beat Hypnodisc then.
It would have beaten Bigger Brother.
It would.
I don't think it would have.
Next series it beat it.
Yeah, so I think it might have had a chance. But I don't think it would have had a chance against Razor.
No.
Why not? It was quicker than Razor. It was as maneuverable as Razor.
Razor was better driven.
Yeah, and the fact that Dominator 2 was a long robot, so...
And it had that dip in the middle of the robot, which Razor could easily grab a hold of.
Exactly.
And the wheels.
So they can go,
the wheels.
And the wheels, just, yeah.
They've proved countless times they can go through titanium. So.
Honestly,
Paint.
Yeah, plasma nitrate coated.
Paint.
Paint coated titanium.
Paint, yeah.
Oh yeah, best debut ever, the execution on Extreme 1.
Oh, that was lovely, yeah. Yeah, that was great.
It just drove down the...
Still had a better performance than the Spider, though.
You know what's quite funny as well? You know Craig spent 18 seconds in the pit for a joke. It actually lasted 18
seconds. It's like, I could just see, like, just Sheamus walking up to the execution team going, oh, it lasted 18 seconds. That's a reference to their match at WrestleMania with Daniel Bryan. Ignore me!
Ignore me!
Ignore me!
Series 6, if it had beaten Tornado...
That 18 seconds.
It would have had Firestorm.
I don't think
I could see it beating Firestorm again.
Yeah, the Razor again? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so it would have
No, I don't think I could see Dominator 2 being a champion, which is a shame. Terahertz, I think we're unlucky not to be a champion.
Yeah.
They had got a hit in on Razor, they would have won that.
Well, we know that as much as Razor was well driven, all that stuff. If it took, as we know from 13 Black, it takes damage very easily.
That's why I always think that this would always beat Razor.
Hypnodisc would always beat Razor. Razor would not beat Hypnodisc.
I honestly think that is the biggest injustice of Robot Wars ever. We never got to see Razor versus Hypnodisc.
All we can do is see how well they both did against Firestorm. That's all we can do.
That's all we can compare them to, really.
That's all we can compare them to, but no. Hypnodisc would beat Razor, but here's the big match. Hypnodisc versus Warhead. Warhead would win it. Yeah. As much as Hypnodisc is my favorite robot, Warhead would beat Hypnodisc.
I hate to say this, right? Don't get me wrong. I think Hypnodisc would beat Razor, Series 3 and Series 4 and Extreme 1.
Yeah, with this we're talking about like both robots in their prime.
Yeah, Series 5
You know.
and Series 6, I would have to say that Razor...
Now, in Extreme 1, Razor was also very strong.
It was. I mean, you probably find in Extreme 1 it'd be the best fight, but we all know this much. No matter which way that match went, whoever got the first hit in would win.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, literally, if Hitler's got the first hit in, Razor might have been immobilized, or it just might have been stunned and it would allow it to keep attacking. If Razor got the first hit in, could get some vital, or just, you know, it's that as soon as Razor sinks his beacon, no robot has ever managed to come back, apart from Firestorm.
Yeah, a lot of the time they don't let it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
people moan that Tough as Nails never let go of a robot. Yeah, Razor never let go.
Yeah, but
it would let go. It would leave about a 2-meter gap.
Yeah, to crush again. But but we're going back to Blade Tough as Nails again.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's change on it before we get on the
Exactly. But the fact is, we just admit that Tough as Nails and Razor both boring. You know, both dull, dull tryhards. Let's say dull tryhards.
I honestly think that Indefatigable should have been a champion as well.
Oh yeah, that was Storm.
Atomic in Series 7, I think, had a chance.
Yes.
I agree.
If it didn't fuck up in that match against Typhoon, I think they probably would have.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was incredibly unlucky.
What would you say about Bigger Brother becoming a champion? Do you think that you could have seen that champion? I could have.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah.
As much as I don't like Bigger Brother, I could have seen that being a champion.
Well, Bigger Brother are 3 robots, which I imagine if they were to release, do you know they did the 3 Warrior DVDs, you know, Chaos 2, this Razor DVDs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think if they were to release another 3, it would be Firestorm, Bigger Brother, and Panic Attack. Former champion, robot that made joint most grand finals. Runner-up in
I don't think Panic Attack. I'd have probably gone Pussycat. Or possibly Dominator 2.
I say Panic because it won a series.
Yeah, but then again, it did like not much after that. Yeah,
it made the semi-final every series apart from 2,
and then lost. The fact is, with Panic Attack is a very overrated robot. It was good for when it was good for Series 2, but you know the only thing that had it going for it was its driving. That's it.
Kim Davis is a fabulous driver.
Yes.
All it had was its driving. That's it. You know, the robot was dull when it comes to a match with it.
I'm gonna throw one out there that should have won a series. Mortis.
Yes.
The amount of money they spent.
Mortis, I think, would have been a dead cert if I saw it to win Series 1.
It should have won Series 1. It would have won Series 1 had the axe not broken.
Yeah.
Easy. It would have wrecked Recyclops.
It's taking more damage. Dunk.
The 259 would have won Series 6.
No.
That's an idiot.
No.
It wouldn't have won it. It'd have gone quite far.
It'd have gone far, but it wouldn't have won.
If it had won against Wilder, I don't even think it would have beaten Vader. Because let's put it this way, Vader's side was slanted, so it'd be difficult to hit the sides, and Vader's disc was protected.
It was protected, yeah. Vader would have beaten 259.
Yeah, 259
and Vader would have beaten Razor.
I'd say that. Yeah, Vader would have beaten Razor.
Yeah, because it could have. Yeah. Oh, why?
Damn it, Wild Thing! Why did you have to be so bloody?
Wild Thing 2, I hate that. I love original Wild Thing, but Wild Thing 2.
I'm sorry, that was awful. It was. I mean, I've seen robots downgrade. Revolution, for example.
Yeah.
Amazing looking robot, piece of shit. Yeah, corkscrew, amazing robot, piece of shit. You know, Wild Thing, amazing dogged determined robot, piece of shit.
Corkscrew 2 sort of thing.
Corkscrew 2 sort of thing. Woggy, you need to make a Corkscrew 2 sort of thing before you retire from Family Rules. If you don't, I will come to your house and drink all your alcohol.
I haven't got any.
Then I will buy some only so I can drink it.
All right. So speaking of Wild Thing,
you make my heart sing.
Do you think Wild Thing before Wild Thing 2 could have perhaps maybe won a championship?
No, it was never good enough, in my opinion.
The only way I could probably see it winning a championship is because we all know that it was one of the robots that just never died. Every robot died apart from them.
Yeah.
They were never knocked out by were never knocked out.
The problem is the amount of time that was given for the matches. It wouldn't have been enough time for Wild Thing to finish the opponent off.
But they could come back and win on the judges.
It's
quite often, actually.
With the amount of time, especially against the big roles, with the amount of time that Wild Thing spent pretty much getting owned, I don't think would have been able to come back from that.
Yeah, kind of see where you're coming from there.
You know, so no, I can't see Wild Thing. I wouldn't have seen Wild Thing winning, which is a shame because it was well built, well driven. Not the other one because that was shit. That was utter arse.
It was still well driven.
Yeah, but it looked like shit.
I hated it. I still think it rightfully beat 259 now.
It did beat 259, yes. It beat 259. It got in. It disabled the blade, and that's pretty much to say. That's pretty much like being in a sword fight and having your arm cut off, but then disarming your opponent. Disarming your
having your weaker arm cut off, but still being able to get their stronger arm off.
Yeah, their sword, like disarming their sword arm. That's pretty much what it's like. Or even just taking a shot right to the stomach, and then disarming them like that. That's pretty much what it was. As much as it wasn't, or even just like hitting a muscle which controls the movement of the hands, making the unable to pick up the sword. The blade was still there. The blade hadn't come off. It just wasn't useful anymore.
Yeah, I mean 259 in my opinion is overrated because if your robot's nothing without your weapon, you look at it was a good robot.
Yeah, you look at bigger brother, right? No weapon for most of its match against Hypnodisc. Still won.
Yeah,
what about Hypnodisc? Hypnodisc was nothing without his weapon.
Yes.
Yeah, but it wasn't so easy to break Hypnodisc's weapon.
Yeah,
yes, it was.
It wasn't.
In its prime, it wasn't.
It was, and that was only because it broke itself.
Yeah, and it went up against a diamond-edged house robot axe. It did not, it was not against someone like Dominator 2. Could I see Dominator 2's axe going through Hypnodisc's blade? No, I couldn't. I could not see that happening.
Another robot, Plunderbird. I think. Well, no, I'm joking.
Cassius, yes. I could have seen that winning series 2.
It should have won series 2. It was the best robot series.
Yeah.
I honestly think Rex Garrett threw that match. So
No,
I will always believe that he did.
He didn't.
It was against a charity robot. That was what it was all about. Rex Garrett was a man of the people. He always wanted the underdog to
did throw it away. Yeah.
I'm convinced he did.
I know he didn't. I've met him. He told me he didn't. So.
Did you say, yo, did you throw it because it was...
Yo, Rex! Obviously, from the look of Rex, you sort of go, hey, Rex, you shake his hand, then he gives you a gigantic cuddle.
Yeah. The best bit about Rex
Yeah. And he was just there going, my God, Woggy, what a magnificent set of breasts you have.
What about S3?
Nah.
No. It did well, and it was very good, but no.
Its wheels were too exposed for my liking.
And the bit between the wheels and the blade, also, there was too much there for, claws to get in.
Yeah, it's a pulverizer, but it's basically S3, but small. That was what they needed to do.
Yeah, they made to make their robot a lot smaller. Because the problem is their robot was so long, like Chris said, it had such a wide area that anything could get a hold of that area.
Yeah.
Which is what it was top heavy, therefore it was heavy at the sides, therefore easy to get about the arena. Just push it. Firestorm just put it against the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, Firestorm just sort of upended it and it fell out. Yeah, Firestorm technically didn't sort of lift out the arena like it's done against Reactor and crap like that. No, it lifted it. It sort of lifted it onto its side, and then S3 for the first time at every Road Wars, a robot didn't get flipped out. It fell out.
Yes.
It didn't. It just fell out.
Steel Avenger did the same kind of thing.
I know, but that had a sizable flip involved.
It pushed. It pushed.
Yeah. That had a sizable momentum involved. With Firestorm, it's just got it on its side. It was oh, I don't like any of this. Time to get out of it. And then it flew. It just slipped out. It's like there was a banana peel below S3's wheel. That was unintentional rhyming there, and I didn't even notice. Huzzah!
Santa.
What is it with you, that bloody word?
I don't think they would have won a series, but I think Judgeship were incredibly unlucky not to make a semi-final in Series 7.
Well, here's one for you. How about Bulldog Breed? Could you see that win a series?
No.
I could not see that winning a series, no.
Fair enough.
Series grand final, yes.
I could see that, yeah, grand final.
Grand final, but I couldn't see it winning. Exterminator, I couldn't see Exterminator winning, to be honest.
In Series 7, had it not fought Typhoon, it would have either had Storm 2, which it would have lost against.
Yeah.
And Tornado, which it would have lost against.
So it would have lost regardless.
Yeah, I think Exterminator, the best they could have possibly hoped for that series was 4th.
Or 3rd, no. Actually, yeah, it would have lost. Yeah, it would have lost all. Yeah, that's true. There's just no way.
How about then if it didn't fuck up all the time? How about Fluffy?
Oh yeah, that would have won Series 5. Easy peasy.
That would have had a strong chance of winning Series 5, yeah.
And then it broke down.
Yeah,
I remember watching.
God damn it, Fluffy.
I mentioned before. I was there when they were filming that, and literally the whole crowd just like couldn't believe it. Pussycat were like, "Ow, they were gone. It was over," and then Fluffy stopped.
Oh god. It's a bit like Really Cheese versus Dominator 2. Really
Cheese. Everyone was really disappointed about that as well. Everyone thought, "Oh, this is it. Really Cheese. GG. Winning."
Actually, to be fair, when watching Series 5 for the first time, I honestly thought because of that flip, Really Good Cheese had won that series. I thought that
it could have done. It could have easily done.
Problem is, because of the way the design was,
the robot was never reliable.
It was so unreliable. Yeah.
If you put it this way, it had the same problem as S3, only slightly different.
Yeah.
Instead of the robot being too long, the flipper was too large.
As well as that, it was built by a man from Somerset.
Oh, what? And there's nothing wrong with it being controlled by a guy from Redditch in the case of Pussycat, then?
I didn't say there was something wrong. I didn't say that was a bad
Here they go. Oh, he's from Redditch.
They won the same amount of trophies. Really big winning trophies.
But all they did was push the blinds.
Did the job, didn't it?
Push blinds. No, it didn't.
What about Trident from Series 3?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sick robot.
All Blaze. Agrobot, mate.
How about let's just go all balls to the wall. Napalm would have won a series.
No.
Napalm would have won a series. When it actually won a match, it would have won that series. If it didn't mess up, it would have won.
Did it win a match in every series it participated?
Yeah.
It never went out in round 1.
Well, it made it through. I wouldn't say it won.
Detonator.
No, Detonator made it through a round, didn't it?
Detonator did make it through the first round. They got beaten because they forgot the bloody batteries.
Disco Inferno, if they entered Series 5, I think they would have had a chance. Because did you see them in the Annihilator? Fuck me. That robot. I tell you, another 2 robots that, again, I don't really think they would have been champions, but 2 robots that are always so unlucky to never make a series semi-final. Always in my eyes, Steel Avenger and Smidsy.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely Smidsy. Smidsy definitely had the potential to do so.
They're just so unlucky. It really was. I think.
All right. Let's just go for Hippopotamus. That would have won the series. That'd have won.
Oh, you can't do that.
Pants would have won. Thunderpants would have won. Thunderpants would have won a series if it actually, I don't know, made it into the arena. That would have won. That would have so won.
Level of 2 all the way.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you gotta give it the WYSIWYG, ain't you? You gotta give it the WYSIWYG. Then again, Body Hammer made it to the finals. How did that happen?
Cunning plan.
Yeah, Body Hammer was made well, though.
I know, but it's like the stupidest design for a robot. Did it actually?
Most original name ever as well.
Body Hammer.
Yes, Rob. When it comes to the Body Hammer guys, I mean, they make such awkward designs, yet they somehow win with them. I mean, like Pussycat. I mean, it was an ingenious design because it could never be flipped, but at the same time, it was a very awkward design. And again, it was a very unique design. It was very odd to look at.
Well, so like, well, wait a minute. When all 4 wheels are on, it's like it's weapons at the top. How does that ever even work? Oh, wait, the casters. Oh, right, that's how it's supposed to work.
It was a very ingenious design, in my opinion.
I think it's actually it's one of the 2 best designs ever.
The other one being
Stinger.
yeah.
Oh yes, Stinger. But I can't see them being a champion. Sadly.
No, Stinger was a.
See now, something would have won. Something would have something would have did it.
No.
Yeah.
Technophobic.
No. Something would have did it.
Rough Dougal.
No. I am not having that. Rough Dougal would have won a series. It was actually made properly.
What are you doing?
Boy out of hell would have won a series.
What is that noise?
What?
What are you doing?
What
Ooh.
noise?
There was a massive.
Yeah, is that Chris?
Yeah, it was Chris. Yeah.
Not me. Well, I can't even. Okay, it must have been me. I can't even hear it.
It sounded like you were making a massive. It sounded like you were literally rubbing your microphone through the pubes.
Oh, that might have been just my beard.
Fair enough.
What is that?
That's my beard.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it, Chris.
I'm sorry, I haven't had a shave for like 2 weeks. I'm too busy working. I seriously look like an old fogey. I look like a hobo. More of a hobo than I already do.
Stop it. It's really loud.
I've got to go make my dinner. So one more quick question. I'll have to go.
And I think then we'll end the stream, I think. We'll end the stream at nearly 2 hours.
Stop rubbing it.
Stop making that noise.
Let's get on with it.
I'm not even... My face is nowhere near it. Nothing's nowhere near my microphone.
What is that noise?
Right, okay, so one more
Is
topic.
it gone now?
Yes. Can
Yes.
you guys think of any other topics we can think of to quickly discuss?
Breasts are nice.
True. True, very true.
Okay, that was a good conversation. Next. Breasts are very nice.
Who is the best ginger in the world?
Definitely Rupert Grint.
David Briggs. No, I'm joking.
You know he's gonna watch this and like hate you.
Oh, what a final this is.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
How about this? Okay, what BattleBots robots would you like to see in Robot Wars apart from Warhead, obviously?
Mauler.
Yeah, I would like to see more. Yeah.
Dead Blow.
Son of Boy out.
Slam job.
Slam job. Yeah. Son of Boy Archie.
Biohazard, obviously.
It was definitely a good one.
Slam job. Definitely
T-minus.
Slam job. Yes! That's probably the best one, T-minus.
T-minus as a middleweight.
I just still had him in there. T-minus against the heavyweights would have fucked them up.
You should have his heavyweight counterpart, the Matador, which basically was like mute but with a front end of the
Toro.
Not by looks, but by power. Like,
Yeah.
Toro was super heavyweight.
Toro 2000.
Well, I would have seen a heavyweight version of Toro.
If we're looking for by the way, for robots to win the series, who could have won the series? 11. 11 would have won the series. Apart from all the oil leakage from the wires protruding out of it.
3 States to Heaven, mate. That's a series.
Steg 2.
No, it was awful.
Well, that wasn't awful.
I just said Steg 2 had a chance. I mean, I personally like the look of Steg 2. I think it looks amazing.
Here's a topic then, right? What robot would you say you thought would win each series? To start with Series 1.
Mortis.
Yes, right. Series 2.
Cassius.
Series 3.
I saw Hypnodisc win that one.
Actually, originally I thought Evil Weevil, then Hypnodisc.
Yeah, because you were like me. You didn't see him until the series semi-final. I actually thought Beast of Bodmin because it was the first I ever watched. I did like it, and you have to admit it was a good robot.
It was so slow, and it was lucky to win all of its rounds.
No, it wasn't. You used good tactics to beat Crusher. You used good tactics to beat Onslaught.
Crusher should have won. Onslaught was all over it.
How was it? He lifted it up once and then got flipped over.
We're gonna flip him.
Yeah.
Blade got owned. Stegosaurus gave it a very good battle. But yeah, I actually thought Mr. Bodmin, believe it or not, and went up absolutely gobsmacked. Because also, this was back when I thought bigger robots would always win. Because I was a young kid.
I thought Evil Weevil I thought even because it was designed very well, but in the end, obviously, Hypnodisc was just too good.
Yeah, I saw Hypnodisc winning Series 3. 4, I learned Chaos 2.
What about Series 4?
Series 4, I originally thought it was going to be...
I thought Chaos 2, I learned, and I thought, yeah, this thing's going to be
Pussycat.
amazing for a while.
I thought Pussycat was going to win.
I thought Millian, but no, I didn't. Actually, I'm trying to... Who do I actually think?
You thought Slam Job, even though it wasn't even in that series.
I didn't think until the semi-finals, and I actually thought it would be Thermidor, now that I think about it. I thought Thermidor had a chance.
It did. It was a great competitor.
In fact, that's the robot to that list. Right, Series 5. I mean, you can't not say Fluffy. Actually, like I said, a really big cheese for me.
I just still said Chaos 2. Once Chaos 2 came along, obviously it beat Hypnodisc, I thought, oh, for God's sake, it's going to win every series, isn't it?
I thought by that point Chaos 2 is indestructible. It can never lose.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and then it lost.
No, I learned it from Extreme, and basically I noticed that Wheelie Big Cheese, it seemed to have ironed out all of his problems with that flipper. So I thought Wheelie Big Cheese had finally got it, but no, I was...
No problems.
Series 6.
I thought Terahertz.
You think Terahertz?
I did think Terahertz.
I thought Firestorm was going to win that series.
You thought Spawn again, didn't you?
No, I actually
fucking Spawn again. I fucking hate Spawn again.
We found a niche with Sam. He hates Spawn again.
No, I fucking can't stand it. Yeah, specifically Series 6, but in general, Spawn again's fucking atrocious.
Really?
Okay. Series 6 was the epitome of... I'm sorry, it was so fucking awful.
The epitome of arse.
It owned.
No, did it? Did it really?
It nearly got beaten by fucking Spam.
Spam had the one fucking one.
Come on, Spam! All I can say is, by the way, Spawn again influenced the making of Ultimo, so just saying.
I know, but...
And Ultimo was arse.
The best robot, sorry, not the best robot, the robot that I thought would win Series 6, I actually thought it'd be Razor, because I thought, fuck, that's indestructible now. I just thought Razor was going to re-win it. So that was that. I mean, I hated to think it. I wanted to win that series. Of course, I wanted Firestorm, because it's my favourite robot, but when it came down to it, I thought to myself, this Razor's going to win this
I wanted Hypnodisc to win the series, and I thought, oh, damn it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, when it came to thinking, though, yeah. What about Series 7, then?
Storm 2.
Storm 2.
There it is. I didn't think Storm 2.
Originally, I thought Gravity, but then...
You thought... Woggy, did you think Gyrobot?
No, this was back when I thought that pushes were overrated and all that. And I thought that it could be flipped out. And I thought that the robot that was going to do that, some fucking reason, would be M2.
What?
The M2 was quality, but I honestly thought that originally when I first saw it, Gravity was like, oh my fucking god, this thing's broken. It just annihilated the arena with a flip.
Yeah, I thought that the two robots that would win, before it was in the final would be, I actually thought there would be Exterminator, Gravity, M2, some fucking reason, and
Tornado probably.
Tornado.
To be honest, M2 is a very good robot.
I thought M2 was in with a chance. I don't know why I thought M2. I just thought M2 was in with a chance.
It was well designed. It was unlucky to get Drew against
Atomic.
Yeah, Atomic, because Atomic was.
It's Heat A of performance was amazing. And I just thought to myself.
To be fair though, its opponents in Heat A weren't the best.
The best.
They're fucking. They had Redditch Pussycat. Come on.
Yeah, but Tiberius.
Here to push play.
Also. Here now.
Sam, can I just say, do you know that woman in real life?
We actually live quite near the Barnwells.
Can you hear her in like the last like about 12 o'clock at night, going to sleep? Can you hear her just go, I'm gonna push the button to turn the light off?
Stuart Barnwell actually went to the same school as me.
Right, so yeah.
I'm gonna push a button to press a K on the keyboard. And then,
Right, so that's our final topic discussed, I think.
Yeah.
It's time to go to Good My Dindins now.
yep, and
Alright.
this stream is going to end now.
I hope you enjoyed our fascinating ramblings of times gone past.
Thank you, Nirewolf Beltros, for sticking around. For sticking around.
You poor person. What kind of
Most
like,
deep-throated Robot Wars fan ever.
Thank you very much to all one of you for watching. I'll sign off by saying I've wasted your time.
and your life?
And your
No.
life. And don't worry, there's no refunds, you bastard.
I'm not a partner. I can't do refunds. But say to Google, why isn't Masterath partner? You bastards. And if I get partner, you'll get a refund. So yeah.
To leave this broadcast by stating that Chris and I are in a relationship, and Sam is still his right hand's best friend.
Yeah, it's his right hand man.
Whee!
Anyway, see you guys.
Thank you.
Arse.
That was